Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will study about the time domain specification of second order system. So, what is the response for second order system? So, in the last session, we have seen different types of time using in the second order parameter. Here we have the peak time TP, the settling time, the rise time TR, maximum peak overshoot and the delay time. So today we will study the different derivation of the response of the second order system. In second order system, we will apply the unit step input and consider all the initial conditions are 0. So first of all, the derivation of peak time. So in the derivation of the peak time, we have the graph. Okay. And this is the fixed value of one graph is versus T versus output CT, and if we can get this type of waveform, so this is the MP, peak overshoot of the system. So using the graph from figure, we can write MP is equal to C of T at T is equal to peak time minus 1. So whatever difference is here generated, it is called the maximum peak overshoot. Now we know that C of T is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n T upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt plus theta. This is the second order system we can derive in the last session. So for that, here you can see that time t is equal to Tp. So we can write the equation MP is equal to, put Ct is equal to this equation. So 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n T upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt plus theta and minus 1. So 1 cancel out. We can get MP is equal to minus e raised to minus zeta omega n T upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt plus theta. Now you know that Tp, peak time, is equal to pi upon omega d. So put the value of Tp in this equation. So here you can see that we can consider T is equal to Tp. So here T is equal to Tp sine omega d Tp plus theta. So MP is equal to minus e raised to minus zeta omega n Tp upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sine omega d. Tp means pi upon omega d plus theta. Here omega d is cancelled out. So MP is equal to minus e raised to minus zeta omega n Tp upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sine pi plus theta. So this is the equation for the MP. Now here you know that sine pi plus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Put the value of sine pi plus theta in this empty equation. So minus minus plus, we can get e raised to minus zeta omega n Tp upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin theta. Okay, now sin theta is equal to, suppose there is the j omega and there is the omega and it is the angle theta. Okay, so for that sin theta is equal to omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square upon omega n. Here the zeta omega and here the omega under root of 1 minus zeta square. So omega n cancel. So sin theta is equal to under root of 1 minus zeta square. So the equation of MP is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n Tp upon under root of 1 minus zeta square into under root of 1 minus zeta square. Cancel out the term. We can get MP is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n and Tp is equal to pi upon omega d. Now you know that omega d is equal to omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square. So MP is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n into pi upon omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square. Omega n cancel, so e raised to minus zeta pi upon under root of 1 minus zeta square. So percentage MP is equal to e raised to minus pi zeta under root of upon under root of 1 minus zeta square into 100%. So this is the derivation of the peak overshoot. Now the next one is the derivation of the rise time. So first of all we have to write the second order equation C of t is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n t upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt plus theta. Now at t is equal to tr. Tr means rise time. The Ct is equal to 1 because it is the unit step input. So put the value of output 1 in the equation number 1. So we can get 1 is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega nt upon under root of 1 minus zeta square. Here t is equal to tr sin omega d tr plus theta. So 1 cancel. That's why 0 is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n tr upon under root of 1 minus zeta square is into sin omega d tr plus theta. Okay. Now as you know, e raised to minus zeta omega n tr upon 1 minus zeta square is not equal to 0. This value is not equal to 0. So sin omega d tr plus theta is equal to 0. Now we know that sin n pi is equal to 0 for any value of n. So sin omega d tr plus theta is equal to sin n pi. That's why omega d dr plus theta is equal to n pi. So omega d dr is equal to n pi minus theta. So dr is equal to n pi minus theta upon omega d. So final equation of rise time is equal to pi minus theta upon omega d when n is equal to 1. So this is the derivation of the rise time. Now the next one is the derivation of the settling time. Now for the settling time, we know that Ct is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega nt upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega d t plus theta. So consider the tolerance band is 2%. So e raised to minus zeta omega n t means ts upon under root of 1 minus zeta square is equal to 0.02. Now the value of zeta is always less than 1 for underdamped system. So we can ignore the denominator term. So e raised to minus zeta omega n ts is equal to 0.01. Now taking log both sides, we can get minus zeta omega n ts is equal to minus 3.912. So zeta omega n ts is equal to 4. That's why ts settling time is equal to 4 upon zeta omega n second. If we have considered the settling time or the tolerance is 0.02. So this is the derivation of settling time. Now next one is this is the graph for the settling time. Here you can see that we can consider tolerance band is 2%. So settling time is defined as the time required for the transient response to reach and stay within the tolerance band. So time consumed in the exponential decay up to 98% of the input. So the settling time for a second order system is approximately 4 times the time constant t. We can get ts is equal to 4t, 4 upon zeta omega n. Now what is the peak time? The peak time is the time required for the response to reach the first peak of the time response or the first peak overshoot. So this is the second order derivation term. Ct is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega nt upon under root of 1 minus zeta square sin omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square t plus phi. Here omega dt plus phi is also applicable. So for maximum peak time, we can get the derivation dct upon dt is equal to 0. So derivation of this term, here you can say that the derivation of 1 is 0. Here this term is constant and derivation of sine is cos, and the derivation of this term is omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square plus the sine term is constant plus the derivation of this term is zeta omega n upon under root of 1 minus zeta square into minus e raised to zeta omega n t is equal to 0. So since you know that e raised to minus zeta omega n is not equal to 0, so the equation can be written as cos term into under root of 1 minus zeta square is equal to sine term into zeta. We can consider this term is not equal to 0. So put, you know that sine phi is equal to under root of 1 minus zeta square and cos phi is equal to zeta using second order equation derivation. So the equation will become cos omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square into t plus phi into sine phi, because 1 minus zeta square under root is the sine phi and zeta is equal to cos phi. So this is the equation becomes. Now you know that the sine omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square into t plus phi upon cos omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square t into phi is equal to nothing but the sine phi upon cos phi. So the tan phi is equal to tan omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square t plus phi is equal to n pi. Now the time to various peak. Suppose t is equal to Tp. So we can get, if n is equal to 1, we can get the peak time at the first overshoot. So Tp is equal to n is equal to 1. So pi upon omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square. If we get the peak at the second overshoot, so for that we can get the minimum is equal to 2 pi upon omega n under root of 1 minus zeta square. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this email ID.